Welcome back, guys, to another live stream. My name's Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and we are back in the Unreal Engine 5.5.4. Welcome. So this is my university project. It's called C.E.S.A.R, stands for Celestial Engineers Search and Rescue. It's a game set in space aboard a space station overrun by rogue robots, and your job is to navigate the space station, searching containers to find the alien creatures that are hiding from the grasp of the robots. You have to find the creatures, you take them back to the center of the map, and that needs to be done 4 times total until the win condition is met for the game. So this is almost complete, guys. We've fixed on the last stream earlier, just before I stopped for din-dins. I fixed, I think, 2 or 3 bugs. One of them, I've implemented a solution. It's a bit, I've called it a mysterious bug because I'm not sure what is blocking it, but I've patched it. And what else? I fixed the doors and also the radar. So what we've got, we have the 4 creatures. We've got our robot, the robot's behaviour tree. If I just bring up robots, this robot has his behaviour tree, and it works perfectly. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this robot set up. So this one has animations and things. This robot is gonna basically have the same kind of logic, apart from no animations. It's gonna do the patrol. It's gonna have the line of sight. When it chases the player, it's gonna act slightly differently. So I'm quite excited for this, actually. So what else happens? Yeah, it's basically going to be the same. So we're gonna copy it, get everything in position, and yeah, we're just gonna go with it. So you can see, guys, this is the folder with all the stuff for the first robot. Once this second robot's been put in the engine, there's then going to be the matter of basically, oh my god, what is it? Setting up the nav mesh, so we restrict the robots to certain areas of the level. But I'm going to get the other robot done first before we do that. And then there's also what is it? The behaviour tree. We essentially need 4, because there's 4 robots and each of them are kind of within their sector on the map. If we go up, there's basically going to be boundaries for each robot. So yeah, we're gonna set that up, but I'll probably do that tomorrow, because getting the second robot in means we've got 2 out of the 4, and then the other 2 robots are basically 2 types of each robot in the game, 4 total. So, you know, we'd duplicate a robot and put it in its folder and give it a different behaviour tree, because you'll notice on here there is a filter class, and basically that filter class handles the it handles the navigation of the level. So I'm going to stop waffling, and what we're going to do is we are going to open this one up, and just going to check. Yeah, it's got the tag robot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to first thing, actually, we need to sort out the materials. So you'll notice there's all these materials here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open up that one and open up that one. And we're just going to make sure that this one matches that one. So 1 on the metallic, 0.3 on the roughness. Okay. And then if we go, we've got robot accent. Really annoying that. Okay, so that's 0.8, 0.6. And then we've got robot base. It's all about the base, about the base. Point 5, 0.6, 0.5, 0.6. Point 5, 0.5, 0.6, 0.5, 0.6. Then we've got robot rubber. So 0 metallic, 1 roughness. 0 metallic, 1 roughness. And then we'll open up robot screen. This probably won't need changing. At least I don't think it will. No, that looks good. There we go. Much better. There was also something else I wanted to do. I wanted to experiment with the player character and having a kind of light on them. So, let's just see how that looks. Okay, I'll sip my coffee. I feel a little bit tired. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is go to the AI folder and make a new folder called Robot B. So we got Robot A. So okay. It should be able to copy and paste a lot of this stuff. So what we're going to do, we are going to first off copy that, and then go in here and call this enemy B. So it's got the tag robot. Okay. Right, now with that spotlight, we're going to basically move that onto... We're going to get rid of the mesh. Why can't I delete that? Why won't that let me? We'll just turn it off. I can't even rename it. Okay. Alright, so it's slightly off there. Hmm. Doesn't make it easy, does it? I can't really... Right, I'm just going to copy. So what we're doing at the moment is we're just setting up the light. Just give me a minute while I set this up, guys. Oh my god, that looks cool. The light's too harsh there. Hmm. Basically, what we want to do, once I've got this light component set up, we'll create the controller and behavior tree. I just want to get the light correct. Okay. tricky. I feel like this one does need the barn door, the rectangle light, just because, I don't know. Don't know if I like that one. Maybe just stick with what works. That's a much smoother rotation compared to this. Okay, let's get rid of the rectangle light then. You know what, I might just keep it as it is. Yeah, we'll keep it as it is. Okay, a bit of faffing about there then. Oh, I'm really thirsty, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, at the moment, this robot is basically it's inheriting the enemy A controller. So it's basically I know why it's not moving. Because all of the code all of the code and things in the behaviour tree for this are going to be targeting enemy A. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm happy. What is that notepad symbol? Oh, it's the decal. Okay. Right, so what have we done on here? Nothing goes in there. We have an update walk speed. And then it's got the tag robot. BP for robot B. Right, so we need to create the controller. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that one. That's called enemy A, so I'm going to go into here, paste it and call it enemy B, enemy B controller. And then we're going to on here we're going to choose enemy B controller. Okay. And then we will copy those. Call that enemy B. Enemy B. Um, okay, so we've got the blackboard. Okay. Jesus, I am so thirsty. I've had a con carne tonight, guys, and my God, I'm proper thirsty. It was a bit spicy. Could get a bit windy tonight, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. So what we've got here is we have copied the whole controller and the blackboard. So if we, and under the enemy blueprint, we've assigned, pardon me, sorry. We've assigned the controller. So, pretty sure we can close enemy character A. We just do a save all. My God. Okay. Right, so essentially our AI folder for Robot B has the blueprint, it has the behaviour tree and the blackboard and the controller. So you can see there, so basically we need to copy, if we actually copied these tasks, BB enemy A, robot A. And then we'll basically rename these to robot B. And then what we need to do is go into each one and check that everything is targeting this particular robot. Okay, that's all done there. So if we're to simulate, nothing's going to happen because that rotation is so smooth. Look at that. So instead of it being 360, 180 is a very nice amount. That is quite a scary looking robot, you know. GG! Right. So we know there's there's nothing that happens in the event graph itself. So we need to go through We basically need to go through all of the controller. All of this logic is going to be the same. It acts the same as the other robot will. But there's only going to be a couple of changes that I'm going to make to the... Oh my god, what is that? The changes I'm going to make to the speed and things. All the rest of the logic will be the same. This one will basically have, like, when it attacks, it will just do like a fast spin. That's all I was going to do. Just a fast spin. And then when it has seen the player, there's like a split second where it will do a charge up and then it will vroom, like go for the player. So we're going to go through the controller first. If we see in the content drawer. So yeah, we'll go through the controller first. So event possessed, this is going to be behavior tree B. Okay. So I think the only thing we needed to change on this then was that. So now, if we go into each task, here we go. So the chase speed is 500. But for this one, we're going to make it faster. I'm going to set this to... So the robot was 500. I'm going to set this to 750. So the player will shit themselves. Oh. Chase speed. I just did that. 750, there we go. Right, so that is the chase creature. Now we're going to go into the chase player. So the chase creature is 750. Chase speed. $750. Oh, do we need to Right, so chase creature is enemy character B, enemy character B. Chase speed set to 750. 750. Okay, now we're going to go into the robot B damage player. So this is correct. So we do the damage. Destroy creature. So this is going to be not, what is that? Enemy. Is that enemy A controller? Destroy creature. Yeah, so that needs to be enemy B controller. Enemy B controller. Okay. Right, so none of this top logic Oh my god, I'm really gassy. Okay, actors with tag container. Right, that is the only bit on there. So, ooh. Class 2 enemy. Enemy character B. Instance editable. Instance editable. Movement speed 125. So we'd basically delete that. Copy that. 125. Okay, that's robot find random container. So patrol speed 125. One, two, five. Control speed. So, 125. So the patrol speed is instance editable, and it's 125. Character B, so this is robot B, find her own patrol. Do that. then enemy B controller is over here. Right, so we've got everything in there now. I've gone through and changed everything. So okay. So now on this behaviour tree, we're not going to be playing an animation because this robot doesn't have an animation. So we can get rid of that. And this is going to be robot B. Find random container. It's going to be target container, target location, and then if we just copy that description, there we go. Move to target location. It's not going to play an animation. And this is going to be robot B destroy creature. Robot B destroy creature. One, two, three, four, five, six. So that's that part of it done. No animation. That's correct. So move that one up. Rotate to face BB. Rotate to face BB entry creature actor. Robot B chase creature. Right, there's no animation for this one, so we can get rid of that. This is going to be robot B set creature captured. It's going to be has creature. If I just bring up the other robots tree. Oh, fudge. Okay. No animation. Face the enemy actor. And then that's going to be Robot B chase player. Robot B chase player. No animation. Hold on, what's going on there? Oh, it is the same, it's just the variables are out of order. So, patrol radius 1,000, patrol radius 1,000. Patrol location will be patrol location. And then patrol speed 125, patrol speed 125. That basically lists the variables as they appear on the task. Robot B, find random patrol. Robot A, so we've got patrol 1,000, 1,000. Patrol location. Patrol speed, right, okay, get rid of that. Move to patrol location, yep. Right, so that is all in there, so is he gonna move? Oh! Oh my god, he's moving. Oh my god, dude. Come on, pick somewhere further, mate. Oh shit, it's gonna see me. Woo! Fuck! He's fast! Holy shit, dude! Holy fuck! Oh my god, dude! Oh, that's terrifying! I think people are gonna shit their pants! Oh, fuck! No, 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 no! Okay, that's fucking scary, dude. Holy shit. If you don't have stamina, you are screwed. That's terrifying. Oh, that's got my heart going, that has. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what... That's fucking amazing. That is amazing to see, guys. Okay, we now have 2 functioning robots. All the logic has been replicated. I'm gonna put this dude over here. I'm over here, bro. Holy fuck. Oh my god, that is... Oh. Right. I want to test him with a creature. Let's get a creature. Creature feature. I'll go for my Octonymph. Oh, is he targeting a creature, mate? Oh, you asshole. You're meant to target the creature. Come on. Okay, he's got the creature. Okay. This is so fucking cool. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to have a spinny attack from that robot. Spinny attack. Where is... what am I doing? Damage, player. Why am I in robot A? Damage player, receive damage. Okay, so basically the receive damage, this one robot A. Okay. So essentially what I'm thinking is if we just added a rotation component to the robot, because I basically when it attacks the player, because obviously this one doesn't have an animation. This robot is literally just that. The arms don't move. It's just a static moving kind of security bot kind of thing. But what we can do is if we had a rotation component, if I was to toggle that on and off, like, I think that'd be quite good. Yeah, I just need to set the rotate, so the rotation would be set to 90 minus 90 degrees. Let's just see how it looks if we just add it. Rotation rate 180. We'll just see how that looks. Interesting. When it does the logic. Oh, fuck me. Where are you going, bro? That's so funny. Okay, let's do 360. Fucking hell. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, that looks really freaking good. Look at that, guys. That's so cool. I feel like I'm in a disco. Check out my beatbox. Ooh, come on. Check me out. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Look at the blur as well. It's got like a bit of a blur effect. Should I have one of those warnings at the beginning of the game? May contain flashing lights. I feel like I should. I don't want to send people into epileptic fits. That would not be good for PR. Okay. So what we want to do whether this is active. Pardon me. There we go. So it doesn't automatically activate. Oh dude, I really like that robot. So if I turn that back on, not bacon, not back on. Okay. So turn off auto activate. Let's have a look at the options here. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3. So, so what we want to do is we basically want to set the rotation to -90 after it's done that spin. So the robot is back facing the correct orientation. Sorry. Okay, compile save. So what we're going to do is in here we're going to have a received damage over here. We'll call this receive damage #2. Yeah. And then so attack the player, do that. Deal damage to the player. And then, so it moves to the player, it damages the player. Now bearing in mind, if I bring up the other behaviour tree, this behaviour tree, this animation plays out before it does that. Sorry. That one. So it deals damage, and then it has like the allowance for doing that. So if we basically did like a wait of, let's check how long that animation is on robot A. So if I pause and go to the end, that's almost 3 seconds roughly. 90 frames would be about 3 seconds. So it's about 2.5 seconds. So if we said on behavior here, so this is the enemy A tree, deal damage, play the animation, set immunity. So if we set a delay of 2.5 seconds there, 2.5 seconds, okay, so it will get to the player, it will initiate the deal damage, and within here, we're gonna trigger the second instance where we're turning that rotation component on. So this wait is effectively, this. Okay. So we're gonna cast Right, so we're going to have sequence. We're going to deactivate the player being able to move. And that's the stun lock of 3.5 seconds. Oh, this is a banging tune. Okay. Freeze the player. After that delay, re-enable movement. So we know that there's a 2.5 second delay. So if we said I guess we're going to have another one here. You'll see what I'm going to do. So we're going to cast to enemy B controller. Actually, you know what we'll do? I'll call it enemy B. Enemy B. Get rotating movement, activate, and then we know from here that after 2.5 seconds it stops. So we're going to do 2.5 seconds. Delay. 2.5 seconds. And then after that we're going to deactivate. That robot's really scary with how fast it moves, guys. I shit you not. Scary stuff. And then I'm going to have to get sound effects for that. Sound effects for robot spin attack. I probably want to get like a saw blade type of effect because he does have spikes on the bottom. Pardon me. So I think a saw blade sound effect would be really, really good. Right, so the first bit is the stun lock. The second bit is where we are going into be... Oh! Hmm. Yeah, so enemy character B. Activate. Oh, Jesus! Activate the rotating movement. And then after the 2.5... Fuck, what the hell? After the 2.5 seconds, which is the same duration there. So basically deals damage, and then whilst it's waiting, as part of this event, it's already going to be spinning during that delay. But then what we need to do is we need to get the actor, and we need to set rotation to minus 90 degrees. So that is set rotation minus 90. Minus 90. So get the character enemy B, activate its rotating over the 2.5 seconds. It will do the rotation, then we turn it off and we put it back. So hold on, why has that changed? I literally, what the hell? Why would it not let me copy and paste her in there? Oh, is that because of the degrees thing? Minus 90. Minus 90. And then we want to do this. For the time being, we will leave that in just as the robot attack noise. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking adverts. Sorry, guys. I'll try not to swear. Adverts wind me up, though. Okay. Right, I think we're good to go. So if we go into here, we're going to trigger damage, receive damage 2. Get rid of that. Plug that in there. Compile, save, save all. And I guess we test this and see if it works. That's cool. That's awesome. That's cool. Now, I just thought of something that's even cooler. I just thought of something really, really cool. This should be quick and easy to do. So essentially, guys, we know the logic works for the creature. We've already seen this robot capture a creature and take it off to a container. The robot does what we need it to do, so we literally have our second robot in there. So let me just look at my job list. Create BP for robot B, done that. Set up mirror logic from robot A with delay before chase. We've done that. 2 seconds. Okay. Right, so on my job list, I've got a couple of VFXs to do. Sound effects for the saw blade. I wanted to play around and see if I could do like a glow stick thing for the player to hold. Just as a light source, because some areas are a little bit dark. Now, I was thinking about having objects highlight when you're near them. But I want the player to actually look at the items. I didn't really want to... Right, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. What do I need to do? Right, I was going to play around with... So, you know when he attacks, what would be really cool is if he had like a... Like during that attack, if we had some blue thingy. Let me just go into the VFX. So if we just did an Niagara system, it's called the dynamic beam. So if we had a static beam, then when the robot spins, that's gonna look like a magic attack. So if we create that and call that Niagara S robot beam Oh, fuck it. Let's go for, right, so we want that to not disappear. mm. Thanks for the spam view, Inter. Appreciate it. But no thanks. I'm good. If we had that as a red beam as well, that would be cool. I just want to see how this will look. I just want to see how that looks, guys. Oh, fucked it up. Oh. We want direction. I think. Um, um, what was that on? It looks like it's jizzing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was just thinking it'd be quite cool to have it kind of come from the bottom parts. That's annoying, isn't it? It's not, hmm. Oh, that's annoying. Hold on, where's... It's on him. Why is that... What has happened there? Is it because of the gravity? No. You know what? That actually looks pretty cool just as it is. that's oh, that will work really, really well. What is that velocity? I think it looks pretty cool just as that is. It doesn't need anything else fancy, really. Why was that constrained to radius? Okay. So we could do the same thing there, guys. What we could do... I generally don't think it needs anything else. Like, I think that looks really... I think that does the job nicely. Because the robot itself, it has spikes on the bottom. So the fact it's spinning, it makes sense for it to have like spinny kind of particles coming off when it's in that. So if I was to go into here, so if we say no auto activate, it's going to be off. And then when it does it, we turn it on. I don't know if that's going to work, because what's happening there... We're activating and deactivating both of those. The rotating movement. And the robot beam. We'll see if that works. Dude! Oh my god, can you imagine that with a saw blade sound effect? Oh, it's so fucking fast. Oh, he's going down the back. That is going to be so goddamn good with a saw blade sound effect. I'm sorry I keep saying that. Right, so I'm happy with that. That's a nice little touch there. I'm not going to do any more with that. That's lovely as it is. Very simple. Pardon me. Very simple directional burst. It matches up with the robot's model where it has these spikes on the bottom. I think that matches up quite nicely. So I mean, I'd say that we've got the robots in the game now, guys. We've got all of the logic working for the creatures and the win condition. We've got the two robot types. There was something... I did want to have him kind of charge up. Like, do a kind of... When he spots the enemy... yeah, so the patrol... Same movement speed, 125, 125. The chase is 750. Before he kind of chases the player. It's probably like just before the move to, if there was like a function where you'd basically enable a visual effects for like Steam to look like he's charging up, and then after that's done, he then goes for the player. Kind of like he's got like gas powered. I just want to have a quick play because I think that would look awesome. I'm just going to close the damage and that one. I really need to go to bed though. I've only had 2 hours sleep. I don't know how I'm still awake. Right, so we're going to call this, what we're going to go for. You want There you go. Looks like he's charging up. There's only 20 particles there as well. The speed's a bit fast, so 350 between that. I think that looks pretty cool. Now, is there a way that we can just rotate? So we'll leave it like that. We can rotate it in the thing here. So robot charge. I'm gonna rotate that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Chasing the player. Oh my god. Chasing the player like that. So it spots the player. And then it chases after them with like rocket coming out of its backside. Oh, fuck! Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Okay, that looks so cool. Okay, what am I doing? So, we're going to say activation is off. Robot charge. Right, so when it chases here... Okay, so basically we would... We could disable it here. If I... Because we don't want it... It won't happen when it's patrolling. And it won't happen when it's returning a creature. It's just when it spots the player. And it kind of... looks like a rocket boost. I'm out of stamina, bro! Oh, fuck fuck me, there's two! Where the fuck did you come from, dude? You bastards. You little bastards. How did you come all this way? You were over in the maintenance, dude. What a cheeky bastard. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. I love the carnage. Right. I guess what we could do on the chase player, we could have something in there to enable it, and then on here we disable it. So if we go on to the chase player and what's that? Chase creature, chase player. Chase creature, chase player. So that's where we would enable it, and then on this one, set creature captured, we'd turn it off. And then I guess on this one we could turn it off as well. Damage player. Alright, so chase creature and chase player is auto activate on the robot charge. I think I'm going to call the... I'm going to call that robot Sparks. Okay. So the chase player, chase creature, those ones we're going to turn the charge on. So the charge will go on, and then on these two we turn it off. Right, so in the chase player and chase creature, we're activating it. I have done so much code on this project. Right, so basically, when it reaches the player, that charge effect will go off. Let's test it. Fuck. With a saw blade sound effect, that is going to sound so freaking cool. Okay, right guys, so we've achieved what we set out to do. I'm surprised it's quite a long stream, to be honest, but obviously at the beginning I was sorting out the what was it? I was sorting out the light on this robot, so it was similar to the other robot's light on his head. So yeah, I was doing that, and then I'm just wondering whether I should dim the lights because... Oh, bro! I mean, this room's perfectly lit. Bro! This room is perfectly lit. So... I'm just thinking if I lower down the emission, it would make it even more dingy because I did want to give the player like a glow, a chem light. It's just this office is very bright. It would just make it a little bit scarier, I guess. No, you know what? I think it's good as it is. Don't fuck around with it. Leave it as it is. Okay, so what have we done tonight? We have we've created the second robot's blueprint. We have all of that logic working. We've already seen it earlier, capture a creature and return it. We've created some cool visual effects as well. So when the robot is attacking the player, it does a fast rotation spin with sparks, and also when it spots the player, it turns on its rocket boost. I am tempted to do a slight delay, so basically when it spots the player, there's like a short delay before it attacks. So like if I could literally just plug that in up here, so because we know in the chase player we turn it on, so I could actually just do that now quickly. If I just oh, fudge cake, if I get this, ooh, no, it was that, sorry, before the move to, if we just added in a weight of, I think, if we said 2 seconds, 1, 2, I think that's enough for the player to shit themselves. That'll be funny. It's terrifying. That robot is fast. So the other robot's 500 movement speed when chasing the player. And then that one's 750. It's meant to be fast. And the whole point of this game is avoiding the robots. Don't get seen by them. I will possibly lower the perception range as well, so they can't see that far ahead. So yeah, so what we've got then is we're saying when we sight the creature, rotate to face it, chase it, where we set the speed, and we turn on the rocket fuel effect. We wait 2 seconds. So the 2 seconds is basically like they're charging up to come and get you. And then after that 2 second delay, it moves to the creature or the player. And then these two events will disable it. So we can test this now quickly. We're about to get a... Let me just put this on. Right, let's just quickly test that. So, when he spots us, we're going to get 2 seconds. 1, 2. I might wait, actually. Did you see that, guys? So he faces us, and then the charge is on. I think the 2 seconds is good because it's like you better run when he's. Oh no. One, two. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, guys, I'm going to call the stream there. What's left to do? Let me just have a look. So, one of the key jobs. This is... we've got all the creatures in. We've got the 2 robot types. We've got the wing condition in. What is needed, though, is if I just come up on the level... You'll see it's split into 4 sections, right? Those of you that have been following the streams will be familiar with the sectors. So essentially, there's one robot for each sector, and they shouldn't cross into each other's area. So I think we need to do a class filter. I think you could do this via, what is it? Like the nav mesh modifiers. So we've already got the nav mesh in, but we basically just need to, we just need to set it so we're defining the areas for each robot. Now, because we've got robot A, enemy A and enemy B, if I was to kind of if I was to create enemy C, which is effectively the same as the very first humanoid robot, it still needs its own behaviour tree, because its behaviour tree logic, if I just show you, on the move to, there's this filter class up here. So we'd need to create the class, and that's what would oh god, that's basically well, we'll keep the robots where we need them to be. So tomorrow, I think tomorrow what I'll do is I will do a stream where we try and get that set up. I don't know how long it's going to take, because yeah, it's just going to be, I don't know how long it'll take. But we've got everything in there, so I'm really happy, really happy with that. And the robot is so cool. It's so cool having both robots now. So if you want to see more dev, tune in tomorrow. We'll do the nav mesh, and I'm going to be doing the UI menus as well. So getting the main menu set up, pause menu, lose menu, and the win menu. I'm just keeping it short and sweet with this one. I'm not going super special. I'm just gonna make it very simplistic. Similar functions to the previous UIs menus I've done in my other projects. So you'll be able to have the option to customize the sound and things. So sound levels, resolution, all the rest of it. And what else? And yeah, that won't take too long to set up, so feel free to tune back in tomorrow. And we also need to maybe look into like a VFX for when a creature disappears into the portal. And then I wanted to try and get a glow stick type thing on the player character. The idea was they had like a shoulder torch. So either do a shoulder torch, so when they're walking, they've kind of got a light on their shoulder. Maybe I'll go for that instead. We'll see how it looks. I'm just conscious that we can't actually see the player's hands in the first person view, so that's why I'm a bit like, I'm not sure if the chem light will really work, but I can quickly model something in Blender and we can play around with it. So tomorrow is going to be a big stream because I was aiming to have the project completed by tomorrow, and I think it is still achievable, definitely achievable. So I'm going to call the stream there, guys. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to follow on Twitch to stay up to date, and if you want to see any of my previous streams, go check out my YouTube. I've got playlists for Unreal, Unity and Blender, and if you want to play any games I've made, feel free to check out my itch page. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next stream.